Gene Price with Redmond Hunt.
And I'm Kirt Conley with Redmond Hunt. So Gene, it's early September, first couple weeks here in September. Hunting season's right around the corner. I mean, just a couple weeks from now, we're going to be hunting. It's a great time of the year, but I know one thing on my brain is, okay, man, hunting season opens up here in a week. What are some last minute tips? What are some last minute things to do to get ready for hunting season?
Right. So the main thing I try to do right now is stay out of the area. I try to leave it as much as I possibly can alone. The bucks have shed their velvet right now, and they're in hard antler, and they are extremely skittish. So if you go in and start leaving some scent around, they'll be gone quicker now than any other time of the year. So I try to leave it alone. I just go back there where I have my sights at for cherry bomb. I don't even get off the side-by-side. We pull back air right beside of it. I'll even step up on my seat around to the back just to not leave a footprint on the ground and pour it right out of the side-by-side just to try to not leave my scent anywhere and try to do it as least as I possibly can.
So with that in mind, how often are you checking your cameras this time of year? I mean, or when hunting season kind of kicks in too?
So a few years ago, up until a few years ago, I would check them about every other week because I wanted to keep, a good activity log. I've went completely cellular. So,
that's a good idea.
So yeah, I check my cameras 10 times a day now.
Yeah.
From my phone.
That's a pretty slick technology, right?
Oh, yes.
And, and it just provides that, like you said, it provides that opportunity to not have to go and disrupt the site. You're probably going to need to run in there and, spruce up the cherry bomb every once in a while here and there.
Sure,
But other than that, you can stay out of the area, keep your scent down, get ready for you to climb in that stand here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, the deer right now, they've transitioned from trophy rock, I don't know, probably 3 weeks ago. They really quit using it as much. And we started feeding cherry bomb back July 4th, and they've gotten really used to it. They're eating, they'll eat a 20-pound bag a night. So I go out there, I dump a couple bags out, and I might skip a couple days or a couple times with cherry bomb and just put corn out just to try to save on the budget a little bit, and just mix like a fourth of a bag of cherry bomb and some corn just so they have that scent. It's almost like a teaser, They get a whole big load of cherry bomb, they eat it, they're really attracted to it, and then you kind of take it away from them. It's funny to watch their pattern, because when they run out, they'll show up in daylight. Yeah. It's like they know they're running out and they're panicking, and they're like, oh, I got to get up there and get this. They'll come out in daylight.
Yeah.
We use that as a hunting strategy, honestly, and so that's one thing that we do right now. But yeah, you do have to still go out there and put cherry bomb out for sure. You have to keep them coming to a specific spot. Right now we're feeding about 300 yards away from where my buck's coming out at. He's making it up there. He was making up in the middle of the day a lot, but now since he's lost his velvet, getting closer to hunting season, he's showing up, sometimes at like 6 o'clock, like a half hour, 45 minutes before, legal shooting time's over. But I know here in the next few weeks, as it gets toward the last Saturday in September here for us in Ohio, he's going to be just right at dark or just after dark. So what we'll do is, he's used to coming up about 300 yards from his bedding area and out of a food plot that we have back there, coming that far. So what I'll do is I'll move back, and get right in the food plot that we have. We have some Eagle Seed smorgasbord down there, and I'll take one of those little 6-pound bags and I'll dump it right out in front of my tree stand.
Oh, yeah,
and for about 4 or 5 days, he will come out real early to that little 6-pound bag. Just to that spot gives me the opportunity to harvest him.
So you mentioned mixing in with corn. Another strategy that we've used in some other states is using our cherry bomb spray.
Oh yes,
it's a good little. We're going to talk about it in another episode here on Beyond the Rock, but just a quick tip for what it helps cover your scent as you go in. I used it in Kansas last year. The buck that I harvested, he literally walked down the same line I did, but that cherry bomb smell was in his nose, and so he was just making a beeline to the cherry bomb pile. But when you set up a little 6-pound side, or you're topping off a corn pile, that cherry bomb spray can just be a nice little, just to kind of top it off and keep that scent in the air for them. So.
Right. Yeah. Actually, the deer I harvested last year, I took some cherry bomb spray with me. The wind wasn't real perfect, and I thought, what? I was leaving. This deer was getting really nocturnal. you know, and I was like, I've probably only got maybe 1 or 2 days to harvest the deer before he goes nocturnal, and he's just kind of gone. He was a 7-year-old deer. He was really skittish, and he had done this I've known this deer since he was probably 3. So for 4 years, we kind of been watching him. And he would do about the same thing every year, but as he got older, it got more intense. When he went nocturnal, he never shows up during daylight till the rut. You know, and I wanted to harvest him early on. So I went back, the first time I went back to hunt, I sprayed some cherry bomb spray out. He was walking behind me, and he stopped, and he threw up his nose. And I thought, oh, he smelled me. You know, it didn't work, nothing worked, the scent, I was just frustrated. But he never ran off or anything. He kind of walked backwards, and he put his nose up and smelled 5 or 6 times, and he just kind of walked down, disappeared. I was like, oh, he's gone, just forget it. You know, and I was ready to climb down, honestly. I was really discouraged. I was sitting there, and just about, I don't know, probably about an hour later, I hear something sneeze. It was a deer, just kind of sneezed, and I was like, oh, another deer came up. Well, he never went anywhere. Here he comes walking out. He just stayed back there and hung out and hung out and hung out, and he walked right out, and I was able to harvest him. My very first set, within 2 hours of being in the stand, I had harvested him. And he just, I know he was smelling that cherry bomb spray. Maybe he was smelling, I don't think he was smelling me at all, because if he would have smelled me, he'd have been gone.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, he's a big mature buck. Yeah. And so, yeah, he was just smelling that cherry bomb spray a little bit, and I honestly think it made him hang around.
Well, it's all been some really good stuff. So for all you guys that are headed out, you know, here in the next few weeks, or maybe you got some early season hunts, you know, good luck.
Yeah.
We wish you the best. Next week on Beyond the Rock, we're actually going to join with one of our team members, Skyland Christensen. You know, he killed a buck out here a couple years ago, and we're going to talk about that hunt. We'll welcome Sky on. And yeah, so thanks for watching. As always, make sure you jump out there on our social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Give us a follow so you can keep up to date with these Beyond the Rock episodes. And yeah, good luck out in the field.
Yep, and we'll see you next time.